Hey guys, AceWave here, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be telling you my method for gaining arena points. Well, in arena, kind of self-explanatory actually. But yeah, I'm just going to put on one of the games I've played recently in arena and go over the strategy I do as I do it. But let's get to it. So, I would always pick one of the areas not so close to the bus, because it's not really a good idea for any game mode to pick a hotspot, especially in arena. It's terrible if you want to get points, because you're probably going to die in the first few seconds. So I've chosen this area, as it's one of the more remote spots that barely anyone goes to. There's many places like this on the map, this just happened to be the one I have for this game. I normally use the same strategy, just with different locations. So, I just chose to get there, and hope no one else was there. If there was, well, obviously you would have to battle, and then there would be the chance of no points. If you're good at battling, go ahead, do it if you want. I really wouldn't recommend it. At least for the strategy I use in Arena. I will spend most of the early game just collecting weapons, because for Arena you should always have the mentality of there's probably someone nearby and must be ready to battle, because everyone is done looking for those points. And I wouldn't really recommend that to be the mentality to have in this, actually. If anything, you should try avoiding other players, as elimination points don't make it as much as placement points do. And the later on you go, the more skilled your opponents are. It is probably still good for you to battle against others, because no matter what you're going to, and you need to be prepared for that. But, yeah. You should always just try and loot up as much as you can before you get in conflict with anyone. Like, I'm fishing to get the slurp, the different types of fish that could give you shields. I must add, I didn't realize that there was the other fish that could give shield over there. Because I may fish a lot, but I don't use them much. So, I just used them, and got to a pretty high shield. Still could have reached max shield, I'm pretty sure, if I just had the other fish that I just left there. But, as you can see, I'm just looting everything I can. And, honestly, the storm is not as much of a threat as other players are. So I wouldn't really worry about how far away the storm circle is until then. Okay, so I would recommend you just keep looting until you get to any conflict. As you can see, I'm not actually focusing on where the storm's actually going. If anything, I'm going in the opposite direction. Because, at this point, a lot of players are doing what you would think would be smart and going to the circle early. So to minimize my chances of getting eliminated and losing the placement points I could get, I'm going over here to loot more so I can be even more prepared for when I do battle. But yeah, as you can see, you're not always going to get much good loot, but still, it's pretty good. Once again, you should still always have that mentality that someone could be there to attack you at any moment. So you want to get it done as fast as you can, so you can be prepared. You're also going to want as much shield as you can. As you can see, I do, for some people, just ignore fishing. I've met a few people who just don't bother with it. And I'm like, why? You get great guns from it. But I do know other people who also agree that you should really fish more. I don't know this spot that much, so I didn't know I wouldn't be able to get up there. Yeah, everyone makes mistakes. So, I just break through this floor, and just build a stair. Because I want to get the XP from opening a chest. Because every little bit counts. But as you can see, I've already got some placement points from, well, just surviving. From just looting places in an area that not many people go to. eventually you should always go to the safe circle, because storm damage is really not something to joke about in Arena. But still, you shouldn't really focus on it like I've mentioned earlier. It's not going to stop you from actually progressing in the game. By the way, before I continue explaining stuff, for all those people who want to get their challenges done, I mean their milestone challenges, I would actually recommend Arena because it gives you something to walk towards, which actually gives you more reason to play, which gives you more time to get your milestone challenges done. But now, back to what I was already doing. I must add, I forgot there were rifts at the 7 thing. Yeah, the 7 places are good because they have rifts, but I completely forgot about it. So I just used the foundation statue to get a good height. Also, it's just a convenient place to look for people. If the statue is inside the circle, honestly you could hide on top of it. Like, its little neck area. No one's gonna check that. Do you know anyone who would reasonably check that area? Also found a coconut. Coconut. Still, should have eaten that other fish. It would have given me full shield. Yeah. So, I just went across to the, trying to remember the name. Sanctuary? Yeah. Because it's next to the side of the storm circle, which can either be good or bad. Also, the foundation is here. So, well, very simply, it would be, if you're going for the mythic, it's there. But you would have to probably have a harpoon gun to deal with him, because we all know we're not doing that in solo without one. We're not dealing with him in solo without the harpoon gun and a build. And if you don't know what I mean, I would recommend just looking it up. I'm not making a video on it, because I'm not feeling like stealing someone else's idea. Also because I've never actually done it before. Right here you can see I've noticed an opponent, but instead of trying to build, I've hidden in a plant. I realized they were just looking. By the way, I didn't build because it'd make my position too obvious. I could see that they're just messing around with the foundation, so I choose just to get some, I don't know, minis in the vending machine. Yeah, I choose to try and see if I can see them again. By the way, I have no idea on their position at the moment, so I probably should not have been moving as much as I can until my visual sound kicked in. Are you about to see a battle with someone who isn't the greatest at building? By the way, the shotgun may not be good this season, but when you mix it with an SMG, also when the opponent can't aim to save their life. Like, oh my, I was lucky that person couldn't aim. Even in High Point Arena though, because I'm like midway through the arena points this season, but in past seasons I did manage to make it up to the top. Well, wasn't the greatest at it, but still, was up there. But yeah, while you're gonna run into some not too great players while up there as well, just not that common. Building and god aiming is the things that's gonna help you out the most. There's my harpoon gun. I don't know why I swapped out for the green one again when I was just about to swap it to the blue one. I remember playing this game and just questioning, why did I do that? And then I just walked over to the scientist to see if, because I completely forgot what he had. So yeah, I just walked over to him. By the way, I would recommend you use like a dark skin, so I'm using the Spider-Man skin purely because, well, it's mostly black and a bit of white, but yeah, it's better than something that's like neon. Like, oh my. I don't know where the other chest is, I must add, so if you're about to comment it, please do actually, I want to know. By the way, if you made it this far in the video, type, I Honestly, I don't know. Arena's fun. Yeah, sure, arena's fun. Type that in the comments. It'll prove that people are actually watching the video to this point. By the way, I'd recommend you have as many builds as you can, even though I never use them. Like, oh my. This is when I finally swapped out my harpoon gun, which I probably should have done a while ago, in all honesty. It's good for early game, unless you... But yeah, But later on, you cannot. It's not good, it's really not. As well as running out in the open. I could have stayed in this area, like hide in a bush or something. Which I was thinking of at this very moment. I remember because I wrote it down in my notes. Yes, I write notes. I'm a YouTuber. What do you expect? We all do it. Unless we recorded the footage with our voice in it and stuff. But then I realized that there was a battle over, well, in the desert area that's covered in snow. I'm not going to question how that happens. I was just looking around to see if there was anyone else there, so I could move without being shot at. Also, the sliding mechanic is quite useful. Especially if you don't want to get shot, because people are still not the great at seeing it coming. As you can see, I'm now in top 10. At my current point total, this is where the big stuff happens. I'm still not that good at building, so I don't know why I was going in this direction. Yeah. But, during this I was just questioning, should I go and see if I could finish them off? To be honest, well, while getting footage and writing down the script for this. Or partially, most of this is improv, but some of it is scripted. I kind of just wondered, why the hell am I this dumb? Why? Hey YouTube, can you tell me why I'm dumb? No, I cannot. I forget that YouTube isn't a sentient being. Also, I keep trying to destroy that curtain. I just wanted to be able to see if I could shoot at someone. Yeah, right now is when the person who was walking did that. I was able to hide. They got good damage. I was trying to... Yeah, I'm really not that good, but still. But yeah, okay. So, I hope you enjoyed all that. But, well, yeah. That was all I could really tell you about my strategy. Just stay calm, don't attack people until necessary, and that should get you all the placement points you need. Well, until next time, have a good day and a good life, and this was Ace Wave. Goodbye.